Pisces gang, welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name is Annie, and we're going to read your tarot cards here. As per usual, these are general messages geared towards anyone who strongly resonates with the sign of Pisces. Because they are general, not everything will resonate with every single one of you out there. Please know that in advance and tailor your expectations. Come into these readings with an open heart, an open mind, and only take away what speaks to you, what resonates, motivates, empowers, inspires. That's what I want to do on my channel. If you're not feeling that way, or if you're just not ready to hear the messages, feel free to check back another week or be open to the fact that these may resonate for you at a later date. As always, you are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. And that's about it. Let's talk about your love life. We're going to do love this time around. If you haven't already, check out your career and finances reading I posted last week. It will probably be linked at the end of this video. But yeah, feel free to search my my YouTube page and find something that speaks to you, even if it's not your own sign. Sometimes you're guided to click on a certain message, so I encourage you to do so. All right, the fish, love it, love it. That bear was showing earlier. That's very interesting. Oh my gosh, bees and honey and bears. Bears love honey, right? That's kind of cute. All right, so you both kind of have some watery energy, and then I think you have a little bit of earth and air. Though actually, when I first saw this, I saw fire, so that's very interesting. I'm going to throw some tarot cards on it, and then we're going to hop in. I was very called to use this deck. Look at you, Four of Wands. Look how beautiful that card is. I hope it comes out. Sometimes the bottom cards do. That the bear was on the bottom, so that sounds kind of racy. The bear on the bottom. I don't know what that's about. The devil. All right, you might be dealing with a Capricorn. This just might be a very passionate sexual connection too. There's something kind of very ooh la la about this devil. It's not your classic depiction. It feels like you have someone wrapped around your finger, like they're very intrigued by you or very moved by you, or they're fixated. They can't take their eyes off of you. So, you know, just be, it is the devil. So might be a Capricorn, plain and simple. If not, just make sure it doesn't wander into obsession. Sometimes the devil can be that kind of energy. You have the star, love it. That's actually a really beautiful balance. You might just simply be dealing with someone who has a lot of Saturn, a strong Saturn placement in their chart, because we have to remember Aquarius, the star kind of energy, and the devil, Capricorn, share a mutual ruler of Saturn, right? Which is not always a bad thing. Saturn actually provides us with important lessons that help to inspire or inform us about stability, groundedness, and achievement over periods of time. It's something you sort of have to work towards, right? And that's not something you should shy away from. Yeah, look at that Wheel of Fortune. Love it, Pisces. Good for you. One more on the side. Thank you. And Three of Cups. Okay, cool. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like the first thing I heard is enjoying the finer things of life. There's some sort of symbolism here. I'm not sure what it is, but I can tell just by the imagery. Spirit is wanting me to show you Knight of Pentacles, possibly something with an earth sign, double down on Capricorn or Virgo. Something about bees to honey. There's a sweetness in life, or there's an appreciation of the simpler things, which kind of contrasts what I said, like the finer things in life, but maybe those are one and the same. Maybe I know this seems unimportant, but I think it actually is. It's something about the idea of luxury or expense. It's not really about that. You can get just as much pleasure from things just, you know, in nature. Taking a walk in the woods can be just as significant and profound, impactful than, you know, spending $100 on fancy dinners and going out and paying for the Ubers. And I don't know why that's coming through, but you know, that's been a theme that keeps coming into my water sign readings recently, is like detach yourself from the idea of love versus money, or them needing to be the same, or you have to make a certain amount to feel like you are worthy or valued in a relationship. That's a very important message that has come up 3 times already. So there's something significant about that message. And not only that, I'm sure it has to do with some sort of planetary placement that is affecting all my water signs, maybe something squaring. I would love to be able to figure that out, but I don't have my zodiac chart in front of me, so I'm not even going to go into that. So I don't ramble through this. Let's see. I don't know why I'm wanting to keep pull these. Yes, some of you are about to have a stroke of good luck, especially with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Star and the Three of Cups. This could be wish fulfillment with a Scorpio, a Taurus. That's funny because those are kind of polar opposites. Hold on. An Aquarius maybe. a message, the one who picks on you, almost like a sibling rivalry type of way, especially at work, in the workplace, or a friend who, it's like a really immature thing of like they pick on you because they like you, Pisces. That's interesting. I don't know. And you may actually be taking something too personally. You may have a Scorpio coming in who's going to apologize to you because they said something. It's funny. You should go check out the Scorpio reading too, because it was all about this. I don't mean to repeat messages, but it's consistent. There's something going on with the water signs that is consistent in all the readings. Yeah, Scorpio may have rushed in and said something in haste. And the thing is, they may not have meant it in a very like, almost like passive aggressive is how you took it, but the thing is, I just don't think they thought it through. It's possible, maybe they have Sag in their chart and they blurted it out. It was very blunt. I don't think, even blunt, like the shark teeth, I don't think they meant to hurt you. In fact, I think they're swimming back around like, oh my gosh, hey, are you okay? And you seem to be giving them the silent treatment. Or not wanting to deal with it, or not knowing how to respond. So it's almost like you've turned your back on it because it's at like a standstill. You don't know what to do. Bringing back harmony and balance to this relationship, whether it is just friends or, business partners or husband and wife or husband, whatever. The gender doesn't matter so much. I don't know. I think this is going to come back together. Typically the star promotes healing, but I also think there's an individuality, right? It's Aquarian energy. So maybe there's something good about recognizing that time apart from this person, whether it's a day or a week or a year, you may actually kind of find some sort of divine wisdom in the circumstance, or be able to pull something away where you start to recognize why this relationship struggles a little bit. And maybe it's a combination of this person needs to learn to temper their emotions, or to be more thoughtful with how they speak to people. But maybe it's both. Maybe there's a reason for you to develop some sort of tougher skin and not to take everything so personally. Typically Pisces have a pretty sharp sense of humor, but it's almost like there's something very opposite or contrary about the way you guys have interacted. It might be someone who you're actually in competition with, and maybe that sort of muddied the waters of like friendships or coworkers. If you're both vying for the same position, maybe something came into it where, I don't know, it got messed up for some reason. But the thing is, these are so hopeful and optimistic. I think this is saying like you can make progress towards achieving that sort of reconciliation, happy-go-lucky, we all get along vibes. And again, I want to underscore, this may or may not be romantic. It could be. It's very likely this is already someone who's like either married, or it's something that is platonic, but it's like a friendship or a best friend or a coworker. So that's sort of what I get from that. Hold on. There's one other message here. I just want to make sure I do it justice. I feel like there's someone from your past, again, very likely a water sign, but it doesn't have to be, who it's like they're trying to get your attention, or I don't know, there's just something like they're trying to get a hold of you, or get back into your life, but they can't seem to reach you. So especially for my Pisces who recently deleted like social media accounts, or removed a number or something like that, I don't think this is... Well, actually, I'm not going to say it. For some reason, some of you may have blocked this person if there was a more malefic vibe to it. Others of you, it was just you didn't even think about it. You had your own reasons for doing something. And so there's struggle and conflict for this person to make their way back into your life or to message you. But I almost think it like, I don't know, something about the star, there's like wish fulfillment, like really intense wish fulfillment to reconnect with you. So it's very likely someone from your past may resurface. I mean, Mercury is still in retrograde when I'm recording this, but it might not be when you watch this video. I don't know, someone may want to make a more tangible offer to you than they could in the past. And I don't know, I'm getting two different storylines where you blocked this person because there was too many fights and arguments, so you feel elated to be free from this person's bullshit. That's one message, but the other message is actually kind of quite intriguing. Like if this shark isn't necessarily anything bad, it's just they have their eyes set on, I don't know, I'm hearing the word penetrate. It's like they're trying to get to you, but their messages aren't getting across because I don't know how to describe this. It almost feels like you changed a number, or they went to visit you, but you moved, or it's something from the past, but it's their wish is to reconcile or whatever, but they can't get a hold of you. So tell me one more thing about this, because that's not helping me at all. Sorry. Why are we telling Pisces this? Like, oh, check your messages that get filtered. You know how on Instagram, if someone new messages you, it doesn't always pop up. You have to go into your like requested. So there's something like that. Like you can access this, but you have to look for it, or like in your spam box, and guys, it might even be a job offer with the Knight of Pentacles. It could be that a company, if I'm just giving you a scenario. Say you applied to something via Indeed, and that they took your resume, but then they went to message you directly, but you've never received an email from that company before. It's like it's sitting in your inbox, but you're unaware that it's there waiting for you to... Yeah, and I don't know, there's some sort of frustration on the person who's trying to reach you because you're not seeing it or you're not hearing it. And I don't know why that is, because for a lot of you, I think it would actually make you very happy. It's something about like... It's like refocus. There's something about where you are. I don't mean to stereotype you, Pisces, right? But is that kind of that Neptune foggy energy coming in where you're head in the clouds, but you're missing like the direct clues that are all around you. The clock tower. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. Time is of the essence here. What is the clock tower? May I have one more, please? Separation. And the bear again. All right, what does this bear mean to you? What does it mean to me? Healing, serenity. I don't know. It could be. I'm getting on the idea of like it's a catch, and there's that fish again. The bear and the fish. I have to be honest, guys. Like sometimes the messages are muddled to me. But that's quite a synchronicity. Not every deck has bears in it. So that could literally be someone's last name. That could be some sort of inside joke between the two of you. The fish. What's interesting is in this depiction, the shark is going after the bear. But in here it's reversed. It's like the bear caught the shark. You need to reach back out to this person because there could have been some sort of struggle or miscommunication where the message wasn't received. So you're having to like go back in time or make up for lost time rather and be like, oh, no, wait, I'm so sorry. I didn't get your message. Like if you want this, you have to pounce on it because this person either feels rejected or I don't know, some sort of miscommunication where you didn't realize it could even be something like you didn't realize they liked you in that way and you just wrote it off as, oh yeah, we're just friends. You're like, for some reason, it's like the clock chimes. There's like an epiphany, like a ding, ding, ding. And you're like, oh my God, were they flirting with me? Yes. Well, yes, like go. If you're interested in that, I don't want to put pressure on you or stress you out or make you fearful, but there's something about this time is of the essence. This person might be making major changes or shifts in their life, in their career, in their job, and there's reason for you to act now. So if you understand what this message means, and if you check your DMs and see that reply from the business or that person or your best, I don't know, go after it. I think you will be excited by what is being offered here. I think it's something real, but it's something that would make your heart sing. It would make you very happy. It's something about it is in alignment with your wishes. This is very like divinely guided to me. And of course, if you resonate more with the message of, oh, I had to block them because they were a bully, they were this, they were that, then this might be, don't let them pull you back into their negative energy. That's not the main message for most of you. I want to be very clear. But some of you may resonate with that more. Let's talk about this because I feel like, I don't know if these are related. At first I thought they were, but let me dive into this a little bit more. I think a lot of you have gone through the ringer in terms of feeling sort of heartbroken or someone didn't treat you right or you were just kind of going through a meh phase. Maybe something or someone exited your life. Maybe it had, maybe you had no control over it. Usually that's how it happens. But you are transitioning into a new cycle, and with that comes sort of this rebirth. It's not always the most comfortable energy, but you do need to have faith that you need to commit to this new path and keep moving forward. Because when you do, when you're determined, when you are ambitious, when you understand that you have to leave the timing of your blessings coming in, when you allow the divine to step in and take care of the timeline, as long as you keep showing up and doing the work, you have amazing things ahead of you. The Wheel of Destiny, it's progress, it's forward movement. I think this is sort of about leaving the past in the past and not bringing in old wounds, old narratives, old heartbreaks into this current chapter, because I think the universe is saying, have faith, you don't need this anymore. If something was taken from you or removed from your life, and I don't necessarily mean in terms of a person who has passed on, that's a whole other category, but we're reading for romance, right? So if your ex broke up with you, if you left them, but you're second guessing it, I think the universe is saying, have faith in me. Like, I got you, Pisces, but you have to keep moving forward. This may or may not involve a Scorpio, and it might be bookended by them too. There was strong Scorpio vibes here as well. So you may be transitioning from one Scorpio to another. This could also be a timestamp too, that if you've been doing the healing work, it could be that in Scorpio season, and because you are a fellow water sign, planets moving through there, which we already had Venus pass through Scorpio, it's now in Sag. When the sun moves there, there's an extra focus or spotlight on that energy. So I don't know, you may be drawing that type of Scorpio energy into your life somehow. Let's see here. I kind of get sexy vibes from this. Possibly Capricorn, possibly Sagittarius. There's a lot of flirtation. There's a lot of I hate the term witty banter, but that's kind of what I get here. I think there's a lot of, do you know that feeling when you like someone and you can't help but smile? Or you get a text from them and you check it and your face just it glows. And so people pass by and they're just like, what are you so happy about? That's what I get from this. There's a lot of flirtation back and forth. The thing is, you guys come from two different worlds. And I'm not sure why I'm being called to say that. It's just, this relationship feels very nice and good, but later down the line, or maybe even sooner, it may present you with obstacles in terms of location or residency, or maybe someone isn't a resident of the same country, so I'm not sure how you meet. Again, that doesn't really matter to me. The message remains the same. But yeah, it could be during travel, Sagittarian type vibes. During travel, you connect with someone, in flight especially. I'm still wanting to connect these two, but I don't quite get it. So maybe some of you will. Oh, is this the person who's trying to get in touch with you? These may or may not be related. Sorry, I know I keep saying that, but my brain is trying to understand where it pieces together here. And this whole thing of someone's trying to contact you, but they can't because you didn't check your inbox or it got filtered elsewhere. This could be related to someone you met in transit or travel. And I know it's cheesy to say the missed connection, but just be cognizant of that. I know it's not everybody's story, but yeah, there's something about international difference here, or it could even pose problems in terms of traditional family upbringing of, I was raised this religion or this background. And, there's could be a heavy burden of, I'm wanting to say your past, your parents, your grandparents really pressuring you to conform to sort of the family norm when you're I'm exploring my other options, expansion baby, this is literally opposing energy. It's like Saturn, traditional conformity, by the book, what works. It's sort of more restrictive versus Jupiter energy, which is grow, expand, explore, discover, experiment, And neither energy is wholly good or bad. There's downsides to both, but I just think you're headed more in a direction of, I've done it this way and it's not getting me what I want, so I'm kind of going to explore this new connection and see what comes of it. I think that's what it is. I don't think this is bad. I think there will be delays because of the distance between you or some sort of occasional difficulties, because it could even be a language barrier or, again, something about traditional family stuff and sort of, I'm not necessarily saying you need this, but trying to get your family on board with seeing your side of this and why you're pursuing this person. It might sort of spin where you feel like you're having the same sort of conversations over and over and they're just not getting it. So here's what I would say to that. If you guys like each other and you're on the same page, let the other people follow suit. And if they don't, you can't always choose your family. It's what you make of it. But I would say it's no reason to disregard or disconnect from this relationship simply because you don't feel backed by maybe your blood family, right? Not necessarily your soul family, because this seems I don't know, the vibes here to me, despite the devil, I actually think this is a very positive connection. I think this really does represent sexuality and possibly emotions, feelings that were previously repressed. There's something about taking this, I'm wanting to say like the inner, the core, the earth, the devil, right? Saturn, Capricorn-esque energy, and building it into something bigger, taking it up a notch, like kicking it up a level, and being able to express it in like a more magical, mystical, flirty way. I stand by it. I like these cards. I like it a lot. And again, Sag, Capricorn, maybe Pisces, maybe Scorpio, Taurus is coming through really strong with this whole bear bee thing. These are air signs, whatever. There's a ton of zodiac signs here. Yeah, this is so interesting. It's like someone goes to make an offer and it's blocked. But I don't think I don't know. It's almost like it was meant to be with the owl here. It's like the universe had to wait until the timing was right for you, but I'm getting the timing is now. So again, triple check your DMs and your messages and your inbox just to be safe. And I don't know, if some of you feel the urge to reach out to this person because you are incredibly psychic, Pisces, and incredibly intuitive, that person that you're like, oh, I should check in and message them someday. It's been years. You should, because they're thinking the same thing. It's going to be one of those, oh my God, I was just thinking about you. Those things happen for a reason. Be the bigger person, take the higher road, the higher ground. If this is more of a negative situation for you, of someone who didn't treat you right and was kind of bullying you, you don't need to retaliate. I think you need to move on and do as you're doing. Just disregard, block and then move on. You don't need to second guess it if again, this person didn't have a good vibe about them. There's the Empress. Yeah, I love it. This is big love coming in. Frequently the Empress is shown pregnant, but it's representing Venus energy. So Venus is good in terms of love, creating harmonious, balanced connections, being able to relate to someone who's really on your level spiritually, physically, mentally, etc. And it's also a good indication of money too. So as much as I am reading for love, this could be a job offer that really changes the game. So again, just be open to that. Yeah, it's like something about you hold the torch. You may end up having to lead something or demonstrate something, and I don't know why this is coming through. It may give you a little bit of fear or anxiety, but you're going to be so glad that you move forward with it because it's like another achievement you can sort of pat yourself on the back for. It's something about building something slowly. You are progressing in major ways, so be good to yourself, but remember to keep putting yourself out there and taking risks. This could just be like warm flirtation too. Yeah, especially with Venus. I really like that. If you are at all estranged from a child or a niece or a nephew, again, someone from your family's past may be reaching out to you. And it might be someone who you had to cut off because I don't know, because maybe they had addiction issues or maybe they were financially reliant on you. Someone may be swimming back in. And again, the vibe is going to go different ways. Some of them are really, truly sorry and wanting to make amends. Others are still like, hey, I'm hungry. Can you, fill my bank account again? So, up to you how you choose to respond. How am I doing for time? All right, I'm going to give this one last shot. I don't know why I'm so intrigued by this, but these are connected. And this is too. Help me out here, Spirit. What is the main message I need to give Pisces? I'm being called to use this deck. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, let's see. Oh my gosh. They split the deck at 10 of Cups and Ace of Cups. I was going to say, whatever it is, this is good. I'm trying to get the grasp of it, and it's not quite coming together for me. Butterflies typically involve transformation, transforming something with a Virgo, going into business with a Virgo. Yeah, something about honey. Get that money, honey. Something lucrative, like a job opportunity with a Virgo. I'm hearing the word preserving. It could even be something that involves like agriculture or I know this sounds so stupid, you guys, but I like something with like a beekeeper where it's like, I don't know, starting some sort of homegrown business, and I don't know, something to do with honey. And maybe it's a metaphor. I don't know what this is. What is this bear looking at? This bear is like fixated on something. What is this bear interested in? The Hanged Man, the Pisces. Okay. Yeah, establishing something, a solidarity, security, a foundation, a home. I like this Four of Discs. Sometimes it is the Four of Pentacles, right? Again, with the butterfly, that's significant too. Transformation, change, coming out of the cocoon, something arriving at just the right time. And again, expansion out of the old, out of what has always been done, the traditional, the old version, the past life. We can move beyond that. It's almost like you get some sort of reward from your spirit guide saying, you know, you did the hard work, now be the butterfly. It's time to fly and do something new. Rather than, you know, classic kind of Pisces imagery, the two fishes swimming in opposite directions and not really gaining any traction. It's time to like swiftly move forward with something. I do like this Four of Pentacles because it doesn't depict like the typical miser, like I'm not going to share anything with you. If anything, I think the Knight of Pentacles wants to serve you in a big way. There could be some discussion of land or property. The bear wants to nest. He wants to habitate. He or she, right, wants to build a home. He wants to hibernate with someone, right? There's like a cozy little family vibe there. And what is this? The bee is the messenger, I just heard. What is the bee trying to communicate here? This could be a merging of two business partnerships too. The Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. So you did have the Three of Cups earlier too, didn't you? Was that you? Maybe you didn't. I don't know, sorry. I typically don't love the Seven of Swords, but hang with me because I'm trying to understand what this is. I think this is someone hiding true feelings, maybe, or not wanting to admit. Usually it's like not wanting to admit fault, but not working. Hold on. I'm hearing living on a prayer, like a hope and a prayer. Yeah, you know, I'm literally, commit to this. Commit to this. There's like a long-term business partnership that needs to be set in stone or established. It's like to rewrite the history books or something. Sometimes this is a card of marriage. Sometimes it's just a card of Taurus. I'm getting something here about, I'm hearing living on a prayer, which is, you know, in a nutshell, it's about a couple, right? And they don't really have much to spare in terms of money, but their love connection is so strong that it's like, we got each other and we can do this. I almost see you pitching some sort of business idea with a partner or a best friend, and you don't want to give, I don't think it's lying. I think it's glamorizing what you have to offer, your skills, your talents, your accomplishment. It's like putting a big fat spotlight on what you offer, but maybe not getting into all of the things that you're still working on or still building. Gosh, I don't know. That's my gut reaction to this. There's something about living on a prayer. Like, we're not perfect. We still have, you know, whatever, warts and all. We still have things we have to work on or work out in our company, in our structure, in our foundation. But we have a solid enough idea where we're willing to go out and network and sort of promote ourselves, knowing that we're kind of going to have to learn through experimentation. And it may have to do with media or marketing or something very, almost like Geminian or Virgo, actually. Communication, Mercury, words, publicity, newspapers, internet articles, publishing, something about that. I'm getting off track. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Let me know if you know what that is, because I'm struggling with it, Pisces. Thanks for joining me here today. I appreciate you guys. Remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Pisces.